Hey, I'm the Urban Seer. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be focusing on aligning your energy and intentions with what you want to currently manifest. So in just a few minutes, you can gain clarity and focus to supercharge your manifestation. This is a 3-card spread, and it's perfect for delivering direct answers and actionable guidance. So for this reading, I've chosen the Magician card from each of the decks. The Magician is the ultimate card of manifestation, symbolizing your ability to harness energy, focus your intentions, and turn your desires into reality. So group number 1, we have the Modern Witch Tarot deck and the Magician card from there. Group number 2, we have the Wild Unknown deck, Magician card from this deck. And group number 3, we have the Medicine Woman Tarot deck. We have the Magician from there. So take a moment, center your energy, focus your mind and your intentions on the manifestation that you're wanting to bring into reality, and trust your intuition to whichever card you are drawn to is your reading, and you'll find the link in the description box below. Love and light. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I've shuffled and pulled your cards and we'll look at them together now. So placement number 1, this is your current vibration. So the card reveals the energy you're currently putting out into the universe and lets us know if you're aligned with your desires or if there's a block. So let's take a look. Oh, we've got the beautiful Ace of Cups. This is a really positive to see come through in this placement. The Ace of Cups tells me that you are open and that you are ready for this. It tells me that the energy that you're emitting to the universe is you have a sense of flow. Okay, because Ace of Cups is ruled by the element of water. We see how water is overflowing from this cup. We have the Heart as well. Often this card can be about love and romance. For some of you, you may actually be manifesting love and romance, a connection. But for those other, whatever your manifestation is, that you are bringing this energy to it, and continue to do that. Continue to lean into this Ace of Cups energy, which is about being open to new experiences and new feelings as well, with it being an ace. So this is all about the start, the potential, embracing new experiences and embracing new feelings. But bring that, if you ever feel like you slip out of alignment, just lean back into that sense of flow. Focus on opening your heart. We can do this through meditation, through coming back to our center. Whatever your way is to come back to yourself and regroup, keep an open heart. This is what's bringing your manifestation to you. You may already have an understanding of this and know this, but if not, then know that now through this message. Okay, it's a beautiful message and it tells me that you are in a good place with it, and don't doubt it. If you are having doubts that you should be doing more, this tells me that you are doing enough. You're ready, open, bringing great energy. So let's move on to the second placement, which is the manifestation energy shift. This card shows us the key shift or adjustment needed to bring your manifestation to you as quickly as possible. So any adjustments that need to align your energy, we do see that you are actually in a good place. But how can we shift you even further and more closely to your goals? We have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is about leaving behind a tumultuous time when the waves were choppy, things could have been difficult, things could have been very up and down. And it's this card is all about being able to leave that in the past, to understand that that is over, or to make action where you begin to move away from that. If there are people who bring chaos to your life, or there are people who emotionally make you feel very up and very down, is it possible to distance yourself from that? You may have already made those moves, and Spirit is coming in to comment that these adjustments that you've made will continue to send you in the right direction, because this boat we see is traveling from choppy waters into calmer waters. Six of Swords is also, because Swords is about communication and our thoughts, it's about leaving behind some old ideas as well, maybe about yourself, some negative ideas, some negative connotations about yourself, to leave them in the past as well. You know, working ourselves is obviously sort of a constant moving, evolving thing. But this feels very pointed, that there's some kind of way of thinking or outlook. Maybe you viewed a situation and you've blamed yourself, and this just for some of you, and it wasn't your fault. That feels like a message that is coming through for some of you. That idea that you've made a mistake, that you messed up, that you brought chaos, that you shouldn't have entered into a connection maybe with someone, or stayed in a situation for so long that was tumultuous, but it wasn't your fault. And to leave that in the past, you've maybe already made those moves, was courageous and brave. Maybe you're making steps in that direction to move away from that. Whatever resonates for your situation will bring you close into this calmer waters. That, again, waters being an aspect of it, about this kind of sense of flow and being able to keep an open heart now that kind of chaotic time is being left in the past. You are moving forward into calmer waters, and this will help you bring manifestations easier and quicker, because you haven't got this drama and chaos going on around you. Yeah. So let's move on to the last placement, which is the outcome. So this card offers us a glimpse into the most likely outcome if you can stay aligned and take an inspired action when the time is right. So what does the future hold? Major Arcana, the Hierophant. This is you moving into a position of power, leveling up in some way. The Hierophant is a leader, really, of sorts. So whatever your manifestation is, this is it coming into fruition, and you being in your power, in your beauty, in a way, in your strength, you know, in your personal power. Doesn't necessarily mean, for some of you it could be to do with working career and you're literally in a position of power and a leadership role, but for others it's becoming more sort of comfortable with yourself, being able to express what your particular unique energy is. It's almost like becoming yourself even more. There's an inner peace in this card. People will naturally look up to you and be drawn to you because you've achieved this manifestation. Okay, and I feel like it will really give you a sense of peace, and a real sense of groundedness. In a way, it will ground your own energy, and these negative ideas that you've really essentially outgrown will finally be a thing of the past as well. And you'll feel more comfortable in your own skin. You see how kind of well dressed this person is. They have a crown, a scepter, they're on a throne. You know, it's like they're really kind of glowing and shining, and people are looking to them for answers, kind of how did you do this, or looking to you for advice, mentorship, guidance. Yeah, so this whole experience, whatever you're going through, will, if you can stay aligned, this is where you're heading, which is a wonderful place to be heading, group number one. So I hope your rapid reading resonated with you, group number 1, please do give me a thumbs up if it did. Leave any comments down below. Set your intentions down below as well in the comments. And please do consider subscribing if you haven't already and join the growing Seer Circle community. We're wishing you all the best with this manifestation. Love and light. Hey group number 2, and welcome to your rapid reading. You chose the Wild Unknown deck, so I have shuffled and pulled the cards, and let's look at them together. So placement number 1, this is your current vibration. So this card reveals the energy that you're currently putting out into the universe regarding your manifestation. If you're aligned, it tells us if you're aligned with your desires, or is there a block. Let's have a look. So we have the 10 of Swords. This tells me, group number 2, that you've been through a lot, okay? This card is about some kind of suffering, a deep suffering, pain, some kind of betrayal even maybe. And this has obviously influenced and affected your outlook and your ability really to align with spirit, because something has been so challenging, or a number of things have been challenging. It can be in relationship to this particular manifestation that you've tried to make it work, maybe had a setback, and it's like being beaten down. You've had constant kind of what has felt like rejections, yeah. Or it could be go way beyond that into the past, about hurts and pains that in general can really stand in our way, yeah, of our manifestation journey, because we have negative connotations around our self-worth, about what's possible for us, limitations, etc., which is all very understandable when I can see how much that you've been through, the hurt and the pain. Now, the silver lining in this card is that this is the closure of that period. It's like that the worst is over, the worst has happened, but now it's over, and there is some kind of line being drawn in the sand. And that what comes after the 10, so this is 10 of Swords, what comes after the 10 is an Ace, which is a new beginning and is a fresh start. So if we look at this current vibration of what you're giving out, there's no denying that there could be some still residual issues around the pain and hurt that we've experienced. And if we are open to receiving, where is our self-worth at? Where is our confidence at? But if you feel like you have done the work and you have put that in, then this is a kind of reassuring card that you have sort of drawn a line in the sand, like I say, with this, and you are ready for the Ace. You are ready to try again and leave this kind of energy in the past, okay? And this is what's going to help you and continue maybe to work on the healing around the hurt and the pain as you move forward as well. This is all going to help free up, you know, if you think of yourself as a channel, allow manifestations to come through. It's not about burying the pain and the hurt, but it's about finding a way to be able to process it somehow, some way. So there is this creating a sense of flow. So let's move on to your second placement, which is your manifestation energy shift. So this card shows us and tells us even more about a key shift or an adjustment that needs to be made to bring in your manifestation faster and as quick as possible. So let's have a look what comes through. We have the Death card, a major arcana. So this is a similar kind of energies to this, in the sense that the Death card is about a transformation. It's about a death of our old self. It can often talk about as well. So there's some big energies around you, group number 2, some heavy energies that you've really been working with. So don't underestimate that, you know, and that this is a challenge, okay? It is challenging to tread light or to keep that sense of flow when we're dealing with such dark shadow stuff, dark energies, however you want to see it or speak about it, okay? But this tells us an energy shift that needs to happen, and this is about embracing this transformation that is currently happening. The death card can be a little bit similar to me sometimes, and as like the tower card energy, which is when things fall apart in order for us to rebuild anew and rebuild a new self that aligns with our manifestation, aligns with our desires. So again, you're in the process of that. You'll know where you're at with that, you know, that stage. But there is a transformation undergoing here, and there is a death of the old self and the new you that emerges from everything that you've been through. Okay, you've been through so much that you will emerge as a different person. In essence, you are not the same as you were before all this happened. You probably already know that, but the new you that emerges will actually help you align with your manifestations and bring them through quicker. So embrace it, allow it to unfold. Okay, don't fight it, don't resist it. And the final placement, so this is the outcome. So this gives us a glimpse into the future of what the most likely outcome is if you can align and take inspired action when necessary. Wonderful. The Mother of Pentacles, so much more grounded. This is the new you, I would say, emerging. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You see how we've got some colour back into this after so much darkness, after so much suffering. For some of you, because it's Pentacles, this can be about financial stability. If that's been part of this, if this is what you're manifesting, sort of stability, security, finances, however that stability and security looks like to you, I feel like that's what you've needed, craved, and been drawing towards you. Okay, so it could be a new living situation, it could be a stable relationship, it could be financial improvements, it could be all of the above. For any of you who are parents out there, this is about some kind of more peaceful connection between you and your offspring as well. It's just for some of you out there, but a beautiful energy to end on. What a promise of improvements, of this new beginning. I just see this as this animal here is kind of like a deer, just looks content and looks at peace, really. Has come out the other side as well. This is the new self. And because it's a mother energy as well, there's kind of a real maturity. It's about you've internalized and integrated and processed all these lessons that have once kind of seemingly kind of really chewed you up and spat you out, group number 2. But nonetheless, here you are, risen from the ashes with the knowledge, with the life experience, and being able to turn that into something positive and manifest this life that you wanted, and this stability, consistency and contentment that I feel like that has been missing and that you've craved. So group number 2, I hope that reading resonated with you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up, leave any comments down below, or set your intentions, your manifestations below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider joining the growing Seer Circle community. It would be great to have you, but wishing you all the best with your manifestation journey, group number 2, love and light. Hey group number 3, and welcome to your rapid reading. So you chose the Medicine Woman deck, which is a beautiful deck, very gentle, and I've shuffled and pulled the cards, and let's look at them together now. So in placement number 1, this is your current vibration. So this card reveals the energy that you're currently putting out into the universe in regards to your manifestation. Are you aligned with your desires, or is there a block? Let's take a look. We have the Ace of Bowls. This is a beautiful card. Bowls, so in the traditional deck, is cups, is ruled by the element of water, which talks about a sense of flow. I feel like Spirit really looks down on you with a lot of love and is really kind of in approval of this manifestation of what you're trying to bring into your life. Now, interestingly, I see this card now, Ace of Bowls. This is about having a sense of flow, having an open heart, all that kind of good stuff which is helpful in bringing towards a manifestation. Now, interestingly, within this kind of circle, there is someone here who is really taking a sip of this cup, is filling up their cup, is enjoying it, has this open heart, is taking in these good feelings. And we have someone here who seemingly has like an open cup but is empty. So what I'm seeing is you are flipping in and out, basically, of sometimes feeling great about this manifestation, sometimes feeling in the flow, trusting the process, it's on its way, kind of being able to enjoy the good things about the here and now. And then there's other times when this person kind of comes forward and you panic, kind of freak out, feel this sense of lack, and you see how they're kind of holding this bowl up like, is it me next? Do I get some? You know, is it coming? Really questioning it and really doubting it. Very natural, but something to be aware of. And what we're trying to do is obviously stay in this person's energy as much as possible. Draw on your connection, I think, with spirit, with your higher self. So naturally, obviously, things like meditation, prayer, whatever it is that you do that helps you get in touch with your spirit guides and the universe. Because they are lovingly looking down on you, trying to manage this. So it's not with judgment or anything like that. There is no judgment here, but they just want you to be able to stay in this trusting, loving, open energy as much as possible. And then they can kind of bring your manifestation to you as quickly as possible as well. So that's the energy that you are emitting to the universe at the moment. Let's move on to placement 2, group number 3, and this is so your manifestation energy shift. So this card shows us the key shift or adjustment needed to align your energy to bring it to you faster. So obviously we've touched on actually what's going on for you now. This tells us just a little bit even more about how to shift your energy to bring your manifestation to you as quickly as possible. Any other changes? Exemplar of stones. This is a few messages here. First, what I'm drawn to is this kind of shell shape, and often if you think of that image of like listening to a shell and being able to hear the ocean, I feel like it's like listening again to your spirit guides, listening to people actually here on the earth plane as well who have your back, who maybe think like you as well, who believe in manifestation or who have a connection to spirit, or just loved ones, you know, who you can trust. There's something about listening to them, talking to them, having communications about your dreams, about your desires, and really listening to what they're trying to say to you. This is as well about staying in a place of gratitude. We see this woman here who is more mature and has this harvest here that she's holding, and this is about the harvest obviously that she has grown and has in her hands. So this is about what you've already achieved. Stones can be about, it's quite a practical energy, so it's pentacles in the traditional deck ruled by the element of earth. So this is, I feel like the message coming through acknowledging, celebrate what you've already achieved. Okay, this will help you as well, bring you some kind of peace and grounded energy. Don't just kind of shove that aside and not value how far you've actually already come, practically, financially, work wise, or whatever it is, a relationship, even whatever it is that you've invested in. You have this corn, you have this harvest already. You may not see it or feel it as much as actually what it is, but it is real. You have achieved, you've achieved a lot already. So this is about being happy in the here and now, being in that energy of gratitude, which obviously we know for those who are into manifestation, who practice manifestation, being in a state of gratitude and being in happy about the here and now and grateful for what we have helps us to bring in more good stuff, yeah? But celebrate, I feel as well, celebrate what you've already achieved. If you're giving yourself a hard time that you're not where you should be, try to reassess that. So final card, final message, group number 3 is the manifestation outcome. So this card offers us a glimpse into the future and the most likely outcome. If you can align with your desires, follow this guidance and take inspired action when necessary. Oh wow, so we have the major arcana and it's the lovers in the traditional deck, or in this card it's like the beautiful ecstasy. This is such a vibrant card, so full of magic, so full of like really intense good feelings, obviously ecstatic, yeah? So for some of you it can be very straightforward that if you're manifesting a connection, a relationship, here it is. For some of you who it's not in that area, it's something else, it's still about aligning with something that is really kind of gonna lift you up and out of the norm, is what I'm seeing. It's quite like an extraordinary feeling that you will be left with. It will almost seem like magic, I think, about how this will fall into place. If you can just keep this switch on for most of the time, it doesn't have to be 100% of the time, but if you can just keep this open heart and this sense of flow, good feeling thoughts most of the time, then you will get here. Like I say, celebrate, be grateful for what you have, then you are heading towards, you know, some really ecstatic feelings, some good vibes, connecting with that thing. So whatever it is, if it's a person, if it's a place, if it's a thing, you know, it can represent even a dream job. I feel like it's going to be actually better than what you expect even. That's what it's given me, because it has an extraordinary energy to it, this group number 3. It will maybe feel like a dream. And there will be some you'll be kind of on a cloud 9 when it actually does come through. So what an amazing energy to look forward to, and definitely encouraging and worth keeping going for this. I feel very much like you're very near this group number 3, like you're in just a whisper away, you know, it's almost in your grasp. You just need to sort of hold your water and hold that line, and it's actually going to be better than even what you imagined. That's what I'm hearing. So group number 3, I hope your rapid reading resonated. Please do give me a thumbs up if it did. Leave any comments down below. Set your intentions down below as well. And please do consider subscribing if you haven't already, and joining our growing Seer Circle community. But wishing you all the best and love and light with your manifestations and beyond. Take care.